Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a few products that I regret buying for our son William. These are products ranging in age that he would use anywhere from newborn to 6 months. I do have a newborn regret products video that I will link down below. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. The first product I want to talk about is by Baby Einstein, and it is the Baby C Soother, I think. It'll be linked down below and I will have a picture of it inserted right here. A lot of people really like this soother and I would like it, but there's one thing about it that I absolutely hate, and that is that it goes off automatically after like 15 minutes or so, I think. So I want a soother that's gonna go all night long, so that if he wakes up after 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, however many hours, he can look at that soother, it's still going, it's still soothing, it still has the lights, and he can look at it and put himself back to sleep. But since the Sea Dream Soother shuts off automatically, if he wakes up, he has nothing to look at. The music's over, the lights are over, everything's over, so he's less likely, in my opinion, to put himself back to sleep. I really wish that I liked it more. I wish that it went all night long, but I get it, it runs on batteries, so I mean that would be insane. You'd go through so many batteries, and I already do feel like it goes through a lot of batteries, even though you have to like keep pressing it and stuff. But I like the soothers that plug into the wall. I have one from, I think it's Munchkin, that has like a projector in it that goes up on the ceiling, and it projects like scenes and stuff so the baby can look at it. And it has the music, obviously. It has lots of different sound options, and it plugs into the wall, so it goes all night long. You can leave it on. It has different timers, but I just leave mine on all the time, and that works really well for us. I like the lights and stuff in the Sea Dream Soother. I think it's a really cool little fish scene, and they move around and stuff, and I think it's really cool, and he does like it. But I just don't like the fact that it goes off so soon. The second product I want to talk about is Dr. Brown's bottles. I hate these bottles so much. They're so frustrating. Everyone loves them. We used them for about 3 weeks or so, and then I just could not deal with them any longer. There is so many parts to the bottle. So many parts. Like, there's the bottle, there's the straw, there's the thing that goes into the straw, there's the top part, there's the nipple. I think there's 6 pieces altogether to those bottles. I might be wrong, there might be 5, but I'm pretty sure there's 6 pieces to that bottle that you have to wash. It's annoying when you have a baby that you have to take care of and you're constantly washing these tiny little bottle pieces all the time. We love the Tommie tippee bottles. There is 3 pieces, the bottle, the little part that screws on, and the nipple. Way easier than the Dr. Brown's bottles that has so many pieces. Why there's so many pieces is it's supposed to prevent the amount of air that the baby is intaking. I didn't even notice that helping. He still seemed just as gassy, as burpy, when we use those, when we, use the Tommie tippee, and there's just too many pieces. I just could not waste my time with it anymore. I was not a fan at all. Definitely recommend the Tommie tippee bottles. They are a favorite. The next product is our glider. Unfortunately, I have had such a problem with this glider, so I don't regret getting a glider. I definitely recommend getting a glider when they're a baby so you can rock them and stuff. But the glider that I got, absolutely horrible. Like the worst customer service, worst issues I've ever had with a company. I can't even, I think not Maytag. I can't remember the brand of the glider. I got it at Babies R Us. I'll link it down below, the exact glider that we got, but I've had nothing but problems with this glider since I got it. Well, it took like probably 2 months for the first problem to set in, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to remember everything that happened with this chair, but I'll try and explain it to you guys. So first what happened was one of the bearings went out in the chair. So the part that like rocks, the thing that like swivels in the other thing, I don't really know how it works, but that broke. So you couldn't rock in it anymore. So first, I think I emailed the company that the chair came from. Not Babies R Us, I emailed the company that the chair came from. They never emailed me back. Oh, no. That's not what happened first. First, I tried to call the company. I wanted to talk to someone. And they're from like a different country, so half the things were in different languages. It was extremely hard to figure out who I needed to talk to. I finally talked to someone who spoke English, and she told me the extension of the people that I needed to talk to. So I hung up, I dialed the extension, and it just kept rerouting me in the same circle, bringing me back to the exact same automated voice people I was talking to before. So I finally figured out how to get back to the lady I had originally been talking to, and she said, oh, don't know if the extension doesn't work. I guess you'll just have to email them. Okay, so I emailed them, and actually they got back to me pretty promptly. They said, sorry for the inconvenience. They're gonna send me a new like pack of bolts and things, and I would fix it myself. Whatever, good thing my dad lives next door and he's super handy. So him and my husband took it all apart, fixed it. The second they fixed it, sat down, another bearing broke. This caused grease to leak out all over my living room carpet. Now, thankfully, our house is falling apart already, but if we were in our new house that we're getting ready to build, I would be furious. I was pretty furious. So another bearing broke. I'm just so furious at this point. So I emailed them back again, say, you know what, this is the second time this has happened. I'm furious. I want a new chair. Just send me a whole new chair, please. I think that that's the least you guys can do. We tried to fix it with the parts you gave us. It didn't work. Something's wrong with this chair. The bearings keep breaking. This should not be happening. They never emailed me back. Like 2 weeks later, I decided, okay, maybe it's time I try to reach out to Babies R Us. So I called Babies R Us. Pretty much they said the only thing they could do was give me $100 off a new chair in their store. But I'd have to bring the old chair back to their store, which is fine, I guess, but the closest Babies R Us to me is a ferry ride, a 45-minute ferry ride, plus about a 2-hour drive. So it's not easy for me to get to Babies R Us, especially to bring the chair. I have a newborn, my husband works 50 hours a week. How am I going to do that? So I told them that wasn't gonna work, and they said, we've had trouble with this company before. We're actually trying to get a hold of them now for something else. And so they apologized, but basically they were no help. About 2 weeks after that, the company finally emailed me back and said they would send me a new base to the chair. So the part of the chair that was broken, they would send me a new base to the chair. I was like, okay, great, let's try that. They sent me the base. It's working great. My dad put it all together and everything, and about a week into having it, the little locking mechanism, so the chair rocks, but there's a locking part that you can click on to make the chair not rock anymore, if that makes sense. That part was broken, so you would be rocking and then just all of a sudden it would lock up and you wouldn't be able to rock anymore. So you'd have to take the thing and unlock it. Oh my gosh, you guys, so freaking annoying. Like when you're rocking a screaming 2-month-old baby, the last thing you want to do is be rocking and then have it just like jerk stop. Seriously, I was so fed up. My husband tried to fix it. My dad tried to fix it. I'm just so over it. I'm done. We're not having a glider anymore. I'm furious with that company. Like, worst customer service, worst experience I've ever dealt with in my whole entire life. That was such a long story. I'm sorry, this video is gonna be so long as that story, but I wanted to tell you guys that because I just could not get over how bad that was. So anyways, I definitely would not recommend buying any products from that brand. Again, it'll be listed down below. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'll probably put it here too, just to make sure you guys stay away from that brand. So the next thing I regret buying is a comforter set. This was what I decided to like design my room around. I picked out my comforter set and I was like, okay, this is gonna be my theme. But I really wish I hadn't done that because those things are freaking expensive. Those comforter sets are really expensive. Like, I don't even know how much. Like, I wanna say $80 to $100, something like that. It's crazy expensive. And the only thing that you can basically use is the sheet and the part that goes under the crib, like the little, what's it called? Bed skirt, I think, because it has a really cute comforter that lays over the railings of the crib, but if he's in there, you can't really use that because that's unsafe. All I can, see him doing is like pulling the comforter down and like getting tangled up in it and not being able to breathe. So we don't even use the comforter. Like, it's folded up in a drawer, and I just am sad that I wasted that much money on a comforter set that I can't even really use, and I'm just totally over it. So definitely do not get a comforter set. You don't need it. Just get cute sheets and a bed skirt. That is all you need. So the next thing I regret buying are those little mesh feeders. Actually, let me grab mine so I can show you. Okay, so these are the mesh feeders I'm talking about. These are from nuby, I'm not sure how to say that. It looks like this. It's a little mesh like pocket type thing that you can put, fruit, vegetables, whatever you want. We normally use ours for fruit, but I hate the mesh ones because they're impossible to clean. I haven't even used this one, but I used the other one of this. I put bananas in it and it's just impossible to get clean. All the like, not fibers of the banana. What am I trying to say? I don't know, but all the like stuff gets stuck in this mesh part and it's impossible to clean. The one that I recommend is by Boon and it looks like this, and this one is all silicone. It is so much easier to clean. You just pop this down and this comes up and you stick your fruit or whatever in there, pop this back on, slide this back up, and you're good to go. And this is way easier to clean. So get yourself some silicone feeders. Do not even waste your time or your money on the mesh ones. They just are impossible. So the final thing that I want to talk about, I should have mentioned earlier on, but I'm just now kind of realizing how overboard I went in. My regret is buying so much of just everything in general. Being a first-time mom, I thought I needed 20 burp cloths, 20 washcloths, 20 towels, 1,700 different kinds of bottles, all this stuff, and you don't need it. You don't need it. I recommend like 3 towels would have been plenty. I think I have like 10 or something like that. Swaddle blankets, I bought so many swaddle blankets and we never even use them anymore. So you just don't need as much as you think you're gonna need. Don't be like me and waste hundreds of dollars on baby products you don't need. You can always buy more if you need it, and that's the route I wish I had took, but being a first time mom and stuff, you know, you just want to go overboard and you're so excited, and I know, I get that, but if I can prevent someone else from doing it, I'm gonna try. So I did want to mention that as well, but that is all my regrets I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know some baby products you regret buying down below. I'm sure others and myself definitely would love to hear them. Please subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.